a.m. It's an hour earlier than usual. We are on Walnut Avenue heading west. The west is the best. We are on the Windhorse VA Mini. We are at about 340 miles. As we effortlessly climb the overpass. We are in the season where the mornings are cold and the days are hot. We're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to go to pedal assist 3. I do the same thing, but when I do, I at least know that on the wrong side of the road, and I adjust accordingly. Been doing something I learned on the Windhorse a while back is the throttle pedal combination. So the pedaling's really not doing anything except for giving my legs something to do and giving me that sensation, that biomechanical sensation that I love so much. Able to control my speed. So somebody had mentioned that it could like mess up my bike. This has been a long time ago. I think when I first got my other Windhorse, But I don't think that as soon as you turn on the throttle, it separates the circuit of the pedal assist from the situation. So I don't think it does anything. It's not like the bike is going to call for power from the pedals and from the throttle. If that makes any sense. I could be wrong though. I mean, I think maybe like, yeah, I think it opens one, it closes one and then opens another. But just as on the other Windhorse, when you unlock these bikes, you lose that ability to have your 3 pedal assist levels. You jump from 20 miles, it goes 8 miles an hour for 1, 15 miles an hour for 2, and 20 miles an hour for 3. When you take that 3 and move it up to 28, so that distance between 15 and 28, there's no way to, it doesn't spread those out evenly. The electric XP does. So if you unlock those bikes, it would also adjust your power assist levels. I'm sure that could be done on these controllers, but maybe not. So I'm leaving an hour early today because one of my guys messaged, or he didn't message me, he put in a request to have today off yesterday afternoon. I approved it, but now I have to make sure I got all my bases covered. Daughter, she really wants a cat, but we can't have a cat at our house. So I've talked about us meeting a cat down the street from our house, Sunny, who we visit. We used to visit every day, but now Sunny's gotten older and isn't out at her house as much as she used to be. I think she's probably out running around being a cat. So we don't get to see her quite as often, which is kind of sad. When you think about it, we kind of just wander the neighborhood looking for random cats that she can pet or try to pet and interact with. But her beautiful heart and desire to have a cat has manifested yesterday. So we've even ever since she started doing like wanting a cat, we've had a lot of random cats show up in our neighborhood. So we've got one that we know that got abandoned by their owners. Its name is JoJo, is what we call it. And then there's so that one's always kind of been around, but it's gotten feral over the last couple years and it's turned into quite the tomcat of the neighborhood. And then there's two, now there's then an orange cat started showing up. That's also another feral cat. And then another black and white one. So the newer ones are a black and white one that she calls Oreo. And then a like tiger striped one all of a sudden showed up, and its name is Oreo. Or no, not I just said Oreo. Its name is Brownie. So these cats have. So in addition to the two cats that were already kind of around the neighborhood, those two cats started coming into our backyard. And then Brownie just showed up one day. So now we have 4 cats that just randomly come into our yard now. And at least she tries to be able to pet them, even though she never really can. And they're pretty gnarly looking cats, except for Brownie looks like it's probably belongs to somebody, but the other cats don't. A cat arrived yesterday, and its name is Minecraft. Or no, not yesterday, this was Monday. And the whole interesting part about it is she wasn't feeling well on Monday, so she stayed home from school. And the day that she just happens to stay home from school, this black cat shows up on her back porch and allows her to pet it. So she she wasn't feeling good, but so she stayed home from school. This cat shows up, and she has the opportunity to spend several hours with this cat in the backyard. My wife was sending me pictures, and it was the sweetest thing, and kind of heart-wrenching, because she just really, really wants a cat. And I'm like, let's just get a cat. Like, who cares, Who cares if we get, I don't know. They're not going to kick us out. I don't know what we'll do. How are they going to know? But we already have some stuff going on with them, so this is better just to not, add any more fuel to the fire. So she named this cat Minecraft. She said it looks like the cats from Minecraft. Bro. We got a couple of tall cans. Yeah. Alright, so we're we're getting nowhere fast. We're getting somewhere slow is actually what we're doing. I don't think nowhere fast makes sense. We're getting somewhere slower than usual. I'm finding it very enjoyable to be on the sidewalks and not to be freezing. So there was an Orange County Transit Authority bike ride out last week that I even took time off to go to last Wednesday. It would have been 7:30 in the morning until 9. Told my manager about it. He's like, yeah, dude, go. Well, he didn't say, yeah, dude, go, but he's like, okay. And I forgot about it. I woke up Wednesday morning and just rode to work. Didn't even think about it. But there was I could have got a free shirt, and they did a bike giveaway in Abington. I don't know which model it was in Abington. And then I also put myself in so there was that one, and then there was another one that you could just do if you promise to ride like X amount of miles on that week. So I know I got my miles in, so I pledged to ride, I think, 125 miles or something that week. I don't know how many miles I did, probably like 140. So I need to check my emails. I have 2 emails. Well, I have 3 emails, but one's for work, and then I have one for the channel, and then one for that I've had for a lot of years. I honestly think I could spend, I know this sounds weird, I think I could spend a full day just in a parking structure. I really love parking structures. I don't know why. So I do have a specific thing I want to take a look at over here. Over here in Floral Park, there's a little secret cut that I've used before on 619, so we're doing okay. And somebody in the comments, it's a cut like at the end of this dead-end street called I think it's called Park Avenue in Floral Park. It butts right up against Broadway. And I accidentally stumbled upon the cut, I think last summer when I was staying in the hotels, and I spent more time like over in this area. But he said that there's an alley, like a neighborhood alley right there that's kind of hidden, which takes us in the wrong direction. It takes us north, but it looks short enough. I think we have enough time to maybe check it out. If it's where I think, I want to see if it's the same one that I rode on before. But I didn't realize that it was a longer alley. I just probably had like hit the end of the alley and I didn't realize that I could have picked it up in a different section of the neighborhood. let me show you why I never go on this side of the street. Alright, how long have we been riding already? 22 minutes. Not too bad, actually. So this is a very steep overpass. So now at probably about this point, the traffic coming behind me can't see me. And then we have this people coming off the freeway on my right. You could really get yourself into a bind right here. So we got lucky. So right here is what I was talking about. Right here. So this is Floral Park, right? We usually go down that street, which is Santa Clara, but right here is the end of Park Street. So I discovered this by hitting Park Street, but he was saying there's an alley back here. It looks like a driveway. It's not like I thought it was. Let me check a little bit more. Yeah, so it's not where I thought it was. What's the name of the street? That's North Park. But I still think it's right behind these houses on my right. See something behind there that could be alleys. Yeah, dude, there's definitely I must have missed it. Now it's gonna bug me because it looks I can see a bunch of trees. I should ask somebody in the neighborhood. Oh man, this is really gonna bug me. See if we can find it over here. This might not be what he was talking about. That was just the river. We'll go down one of these streets right here and see if we're like way out of the area. This is Park Street. Here's the police. end, so I don't think it's maybe it's like over at the end of maybe it's at the end of this dead end. Let's go see. There's 3 police vehicles at the center section right now. We're gonna go down to the dead end and see if we pick it up over here. Probably gonna have to 27 minutes. Probably gonna have to hook up my battery pack. So this is Flower Street that we're on right now. Yeah, I don't think this is where it's at. It said it looks like a driveway. Is this it? Oh. So this is what I saw on the map. If you're watching this channel, tell me if this is what you're talking about. This would be excellent to ride on. I don't know if that's what he's talking about. I have a feeling it's not. Go look in the comments and try to find what streets he was talking about, but a retreat shade. I feel like if I see the street name, I'll recognize it, but I don't think. I had no idea this area even existed. So it's definitely between the freeway and this wall here. All right, 30 minutes. I turned Do Not Disturb off on my headphones or my AirPods, so I should be hearing anything going on at work. So I was supposed to get to work early. Well, I'm not supposed to. I elected to go to work early to cover that dude, so. Closed to through traffic. So I've been down here before. Let's take a look here. But he didn't say it was memory lane. definitely a path there, but we do not have access. Oh, alright. So at least you got to see some nice houses. We're going to come up here, we're going to check our team's messages, make sure everything's good, and the video will pick up pace from here. I do want to see what time it is and see if I can really actually make it to work by 7. 6:32. I do have a message in. Okay, tooling cleaned on the tray 3. Everything looks good. So, what is this? We're gonna have to use arm signals here since we're on the road. The car behind me is being like extra cautious. I use my turn signals. Yeah, turn signals, bro. Giving the cars plenty of room to go past me, but they don't seem to want to go past me. I don't really want to go 28 miles an hour. They want to pass right at this pinch point. Let's see if this car is actually turning. I don't know if she's going straight or turning. She doesn't have her. She had her blinker on and then she turned it off, so I think she was just pretending. She's gonna get me in a lost alley of Floral Park. God, there's hardly any traffic right now. I'm just really wondering if we can make it in 22 minutes to work. Oh my gosh, here comes traffic. What's up to my homies in the county jail? Right, lots of shadows, lots of traffic. Lots of kids, lots of people pulling out of their driveways. Really like this street. Got the octobus up here. Oh my word, look at all those cars. So the octobus they're really nice bus stops over here in these parts. always so far from the actual crosswalk. Alright, we've made it to Edinger. We've got about 16 minutes to make it to work. We're going to get there by 7. Technically we're an hour early anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. I'd rather, like, maybe if we see something cool or something to explore, we'll stop and do that and not worry too much about it. But at a certain point, we'll have to hook up the battery pack. This is where it gets exciting. We have a little bus that's behind us. It's holding up traffic right now. That gives us a little head start on the regular traffic. The bus is about 300 feet behind me, and it's holding up all the traffic. So we couldn't have made that bottleneck more gracefully. Now we have the stop sign, which is helpful too. Go ahead, buddy. Don't wait for me, man. I need somebody to race. This used to be a swimming pool right here. Did they make it an indoor swimming pool? What did they make this into? Who knows? I just know that this section is not nearly as crazy as it usually is. Assuming this lady hit the cross sign. Should we hit it? We should hit it just in case. It's lit. I guess that little light button indicates that it's been hit. So we're here on Warner. Something is really bothering my neck. I don't know what the hell's going on. This would have been an opportunity for me to hook up my battery pack. But what I'll probably do is if the camera dies, as long as I'm up to sunflower, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so we're now entering the Flower Street bike path. Getting a lot of vibration from the front tire. So I'm going to have to take a look at that. Take a look at the tire. Something's weird. It does smooth out. At about like 22 miles an hour, it starts kind of bouncing around a little bit. So this is what we're riding next to. And there's a service road on the other side that would be really awesome to be able to ride on. No vibration at that point, so maybe we are it's just reacting to bumps. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just doing its job. So I usually don't go over this bridge, but we get a gander into the creek. It smells fantastic. It smells nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, V8 Mini. This is me sitting all the way back on the seat, which I never do. I'm always sitting up really close to the front. Like Malakan said, it does give me a little bit more room for pedaling. Unfortunately here, I can't do my trick where I go up and over the curve. I probably could, but I don't really want to going to have to be patient and wait. "54 minutes. Oh, not too bad. Still filming. I should have checked my battery percentage. It's a pretty nice ride, so maybe we will hook up the battery. I think we can actually make it. Let's go. Go Kia or Hyundai. Let's go. If you're ever driving in a car and you see somebody that's not in the bike lane or not riding like further on the shoulder on their bike like they should be, it's probably because there's a bunch of rocks and nails and broken bottles in the shoulder. The camera's gonna die. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching my channel and my video. You are a true champion and supporter. The Orange County Commute channel. You watching these videos does matter. It matters to me personally, and it matters to me in regards to the growth of the channel, the success of the channel. So brief.
Wait.
Oh. Still recording. Wow, we still have a lot of battery left. I don't understand this camera. It shows 61 minutes, but there's still 30% battery left, at least 35. I think once it gets into the red zone, it probably drops fast.